You're Sami, right?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, that's so awesome.
Yeah, it is.
It is. It's really cool. I don't know that much about the Sami people,
No.
but I had Mart Ashlan in here.
Yeah.
And he was talking to me about the Kurdish people.
Yeah.
And I told him the same thing. I go, dude, I don't know anything about the Kurdish people. He said that they don't have a country. He goes, yeah, we're kind of like the Sami people.
Yeah.
Where like they kind of traverse different, what became
National states.
Yeah. Above a certain latitude.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was a pretty big society, right? Like across Lapland and Russia and far to the east.
Yeah, it's quite huge. If you Google Sapmi, which is the name of our area, it's a lot bigger than a lot of people think. It's all the way, we're as far south as Hedmark, which is like below, also way south of Trondheim, and
So
all the way north and across Sweden and Finland and into Russia. That's our like traditional area. So it's actually huge.
Wow. Shit.
But most people don't know how big of an area we actually are traditionally from. A lot of people think we're from just Finnmark, and that's it. Like Kautokeino and Karasjok, that's the Sami places, but it's like half of Norway.
Yeah, it's huge because what somebody told me as well was that like the Sami people, like they'd been in Norway for like, I don't know, like 1,000 years, 2,000 years.
Well, how do you define the Sami culture? Like there's you can say we've been here for 10,000 years. Genetically, are people like and culturally, when does the Sami culture start? If you go backwards, when does it stop looking like Sami culture and become just like Stone Age culture? You know?
Yeah.
Like where is this defining point? That they're Samis.
Do you know?
No.
Nobody. Maybe it's.
No, it's like it's all grays.
Yeah.
Tones of gray. Like, where does Norwegian culture start? How far back are the Vikings Norwegians?
Yeah.
Or are they Vikings? Is Viking culture the start of Norwegian culture, or is it?
Okay.
And if you go beyond the Vikings, before that culture, are those people Norwegians, or are they just Nordics?
Of course, because Norway as a state existed at a particular time.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you remove like the cultural definition of Sami,
the
people had been living in that part of the world for
10,000 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
For 10,000 years.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You know, I've said this on the podcast before, but like I have a little boy, and I like when he was young, we'd go out in winter in the snow, and even in the apartment, it's cold, and I'm putting layers and layers and layers, and I go, I can't imagine what it was like being somebody that lived in Norway like 1,000 years ago, 2,000, 10,000 years ago up in the north. Holy shit!
Yeah,
it must have been such a difficult lifestyle.
I know. There's this place in Nesseby, it's called Mortensnes. It's a peninsula in the Varangerfjord, where there's how do you say arkeologiske funn?
Oh yeah, an archaeological site.
Yeah. Where they can track settlings or houses from 10,000 years ago, and you can see the water levels is decreasing. So when you get to Mortensnes, you walk out on the peninsula. They found like an old fire, like a
fire pit.
Yeah. Fire pit from 10,000 years ago, and then you walk 200 meters more, and then it's like this is 5,000 years later.
Yeah.
And then they were living there. And so
so it's deeper.
Yeah.
The further back it gets, the deeper the finds are.
No.
Or the other way around.
Yeah. So like down by the shore, by the water, there's a house from the 1800s.
Yep.
And further up you go, you're moving backwards in time, because the sea levels have been the land levels have been rising.
The land's been rising.
Yeah, because after the ice age.
Yeah.
When the ice moved back, the ice had been pushing Norway down.
Yeah.
And when the ice melted, it's still rising from being pushed down by the ice.
Really?
Yeah, so the first people that lived at Mortensness lived
Yeah.
quite. They all lived close to the water, but
Yeah.
thousands of years with the land rising, they moved like further and further down to be by the water at all times.
Oh yeah.
So in the 1800s, which is basically now in this grand scheme of things,
Yeah.
they are by the water. And then 10,000 years ago, they were by the water, but the levels were
Yeah, because the
different.
shoreline moved.
Yeah.
Damn.
So it's such an interesting place to be because you're walking there and you know people have been walking across this field like for 10,000 years
Yeah. Yeah, it's so crazy.
and people still live there. So
Yeah.
people have been living there for 10,000 years, like continuously.